Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and if you watched my latest video, you would see that we made this bracelet and these earrings. And the video went really long, so I went ahead and stopped it before I went on to make the pendant, the necklace. But I'm going to go ahead and make the necklace now because I intended on it being a three-piece set, and so yeah, the bracelet and the earrings here. And then we're going to work on the necklace. So if you're interested in making this necklace, you're just going to need a bunch of different stuff. So I've got these big beads that are the same beads that were on the bracelet here. Okay. And then I've got this beautiful cream colored flower that is glued onto this filigree piece. This is going to be a boho style necklace. Okay. And I've got some of these big beads that are kind of like a basket weave. I've got a ring here that kind of matches, not entirely, but it's similar to these here in the earrings. So, you know, it'll all kind of coordinate. Then I've created this flower pendant. This is a large lucite flower that I have hand painted. And I've created a pendant out of it. If you remember, or if you watched the last video, I took these dangles off the earrings because they were just too much. And so I'm using that to hang from this beautiful lucite flower pendant. And that's going to be on the bottom. And then I've got an assortment of just beads that match the bracelet and bead caps. And I'm just going to make some links, probably links to go ahead and just make up the sides of the necklace, because like I said, it's going to be a boho style situation here. All right, I've got a bunch of head pins and eye pins. I've got some chain, this chain here that matches. I've got that chain, and I have this chain, but I don't know that I'll use it on this. It's on the bracelet here, but I don't know, it may be too much for the necklace. And then I've got a smaller chain. I'm not sure I'm going to use all that, but it's there just in case. I've got some fire polish beads. I've got these little tulips that are these little tulips on here. These are on my website, and I've got these little check glass bellflowers here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use it all, but I have some ideas, so let's just move it out of the way. And if you want to just join me here in the bead room today, we're going to create. So I'm just going to wing it. That's what I do. So here's the necklace and the earrings. These are what I'm using for the inspiration for, the bracelet and the earrings. This is what I'm using for the inspiration for the necklace. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I know already that I want to attach this pendant here. Let me move these out of the way, even though they're inspiration, they're going to be in the way. I want to attach this pendant to a piece of chain like this to hang from the very center of this necklace, okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to do. But I'm not sure if I want to, see if I attach it like this, I want to make sure that it's going to hang well, is what I'm going for. So I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and put a few of these pieces like hanging down and attach it. I don't think I do. I think those pieces are just going to be too big for this. So I'm just going to even this up like this. Find the center point. And an easy way to do this is to take an eye pin or a head pin and do this. Okay. I'm going to find the center point. Shake it around. And so this chain is kind of like a boxy chain. So the center link, if you spread these out like it's going to hang on your neck or on your body a little bit, the center link appears to be this one right here. Okay? So I'm going to take a jump ring and go ahead and attach this pendant to that. I'm going to use kind of a thick one. And I hope that this hangs right. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. This is the front of it. I really want it to hang the correct way. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach it and we'll see. Let's get it on really good. Get that closed up really well. Okay. Alright, so here's what we've got. And it looks like that it's going to hang correctly, even though my jump ring is not closed up real good. Let me fix that. I know I'm using round nose pliers to close a jump ring, which is just ridiculous, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, so there's that. So if we've got this part right here, I'm going to put it off the screen so we can work up. Okay, now I have to figure out what I want to do next. So I think I'm going to do these basket beads on either side. So I'm going to grab a couple of eye pins. Okay. And these have really big holes, so I'm going to have to do something to block the eye pin from just going directly through it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pretty gold foil looking beads and a bead cap like this. Okay, and then I'm going to put it right through here. And with these, you have to find the spot that it'll go through evenly. That looks pretty good. So then I'm going to do another one of these bead caps like this, and another foil bead, and that's going to make a link that I can just attach right here. Now, is the basket bead hanging a little crooked? It is. Let me see if I can fix it. You have to kind of experiment around with these because they have so many places that you can put your head and eye pin through that it can hang crooked if you're not careful. That looks better. Okay, so let's make a loop. I am loving the boho style stuff. I always have, but lately especially it seems like I just really am enjoying it. Okay, so there's that. Now that can be a link right there. Now, do I want to make it shorter is the question, and I think I might. I don't think I want it to be that long. I think I want it to come about right here. So let me make the next one. So again, I'm going to take these green beads with the foiling on them. They came from Moonstone Beads in Myrtle Beach. They're a check round. Or druck, if you want to say the correct term. Okay, let me get this through here where I can. And these basket weave looking beads came from Michael's. Let me scoot it over a little bit. And again, you just have to kind of play around with these and find the spot where it looks like it's not crooked. That's not good. I'm going to have to go back toward the center. And I need to go through right here, maybe. That might do it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Another bead cap. And another one of these foil beads. These are beautiful. I guess it's a Picasso finish. I don't know what it's called, but they're so pretty. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do our loop. I did order some Xeron pliers. So these are the short, let's see, short flat nose, maybe? I can't remember the name of them now. And I ordered some flush cutters, and I ordered some needle, like tweezer nose. They're supposed to be real precise tweezer nose pliers. So I haven't got the tweezer nose ones yet. All right, so I am going to cut a few links off of this chain because I want this to be down a little further, so I'm just going to cut it right here. Make sure I get it even on both sides. Okay. And right here. Okay. Alright, so there's my chain and my pendant. These are going to be a link here. Now, with boho, you kind of don't want everything to be symmetrical. You want some things to be a little, you know, off and different. I think I'd kind of like to use this chain a little bit in here, but not a ton because it is really thick. So I might do like 5 links of it. Let me open the link up here. We'll see how it looks, because I don't want it to be overpowering. It can be a little overpowering. In the bracelet it looks really good, but I just don't want to be, you know, to go too crazy with it. Okay, so I wonder if I just put a few links of it right there. What would I do on this side? Maybe the ring. Where's the ring? This ring over here. That might look kind of cool, or no? I think I'd rather do another connector here. So, whoops, sorry. I don't mean to hurt your ears if I did. I think I'll make another connector over here. I could do this big bead. That might be a good thing to do. Yeah, this big bead would look good here, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to do the ring here. Perfect. And I'll do a beaded connector right here. Okay, and what I may end up doing, be kind of pretty to make this multi-layer and hang this right here. I may do that. Okay, so let's do this first. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing first. Okay, so let me make a connector to put here. So let's use this pretty fire polish. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe this one and these. I think I like that better. Let me get a head pin. Okay, and let's do some of these clear fire polish. If it'll go on this head pin, it will. This little guy, turn him this way and put this on like that. This, let me see, do I have 2 rondelles? I do. Let me see what this looks like. I love making links like this and just making them real elaborate and fancy. I think they're so pretty. And if I've got enough room on this one, which I may not, on this head pin, I may not have enough room. Let me see if I do. Turn this way, and I need 1 more of those fire polish beads. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to make the loop. Oh, but it's pretty. I want to have enough room to make the loop. I don't think I do. So I need to take something off. Oh, it needs to be an eye pin anyway. What am I doing? That's a head pin. That won't even work. Okay, here, let me do the eye pin. And I know I could use wire, but I'm not real good working with wire, so I don't really like to do that. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see here. Okay, then this one. Let's see. I really want to use those rondelles in there. I don't think I'm going to have enough room, though. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, I guess I could take the fire polish off the end and do it this way. I really like these rondelles in there. They just add some sparkle that it needs. Okay, yeah, that'll work, but let me do this on the end, because I love to do this with bead caps. Turn one back to back with the other one. It just looks pretty. It looks like a little flower. See? On the end right there. I love that. I think that's so cute. Okay, this'll work. This I'll have enough room to make a loop. Just had to take the fire polish beads off, which I hate to do, but I'll put them on somewhere else. Okay, now let's make the loop here. It's kind of hard to do inside that bead cap, but we can do it. I don't want it to be too big. Turn this back. And just make sure it's closed up good. Mine's a little crooked. I'm going to have to grab it and straighten it up. Okay, and is it closed up good in there? It is. Okay, so there's a really pretty link. So here's what we've got. Going up this side of this very boho necklace. And apparently I didn't get that closed up. I thought it was. But it looks like it's going a little sideways in there. There we go. Okay. Alright, so here's what we've got so far. Now, I do want to use that in the middle. I think I'm going to hang another chain and do this. So let me see what I have here. I've got this regular cable chain. That would probably look really good to hang this from right here. And I'll have to connect it up here somehow. Okay, so that's looking really good. Let's see what else I have. You know what, I could bead inside there. That'd be kind of cool. Let me see this. That's just an idea, but I'm kind of liking that idea. Let me see here. Find another eye pin. Okay, so that would be really cool to put some beads inside there. Let me see what I've got here. So I've got some fire polish. Different shades of fire polish. Here's these matte ones. Oh, will these go on here? Those don't want to go on the eye pin. Goodness, they must have tiny holes because they've got paint in them is what it is, where they've been painted. There we go. This might be kind of cool. Let me see. I think that would be really cool if I can get it to look right. Where are those metallic ones? Did I have more of those metallic ones? I thought I did. What did I do with? Oh, there they are. There they are. Those are really cool. I love those fire polish beads. These metallic green. These are awesome. Okay. Let's see if one more of these will go on somehow. Yep. Okay, so now it's that long. It needs like one more. I guess one more of these iridescent kinds will probably look best. Oh, that's really cool. Beat it up inside there like that. I'm gonna do that. That's really neat. Okay, so let me make the loop. See if I can get this to work. It'll have to be kind of precise to go inside that. Or I could actually just make a dangle inside of it, but I think I want to try this. Okay, let's see if we can get it to work. Oh, don't tell me it's not going to work because this thing is... No, it might. Oh, come on, get in there. It'll be really cool if it does, but I don't know if I want to be able to get the ring around there. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Now if it'll close, though. Okay. It's kind of leaning. I don't know, that's kind of cool. I like it. It's not, totally up and down straight, but that's really okay. I don't really mind that. There, now it is. Well, that end is. There. Now this end isn't. I may need to make my eye pin a little longer. Yeah, because it's kind of wanting to come undone. And it's not like wire wrapping where you can just... Yeah. That is really cool, though. I wonder if I should put it on 2 really small jump rings. Let me turn this loop back down and see. Okay, I have 2, let me see if I can find 2 tiny jump rings and see. Oh, but you know what, they might. I was gonna say they may not fit around the... Well, let's see if this works. If it doesn't, then I'll move on. But sometimes you have to take some time and just, you know, play around. So let's see here. Let's see if I do this. Right like that. I don't think it's gonna work. I think that's gonna be it's too much, but let me just try it and see. Okay. I don't know. It's kind of cool in there. I mean, it just kind of dangles about, but it's pretty. I'm going to leave it and just see what happens. Okay. Alrighty, so here's what we've got going on. So I really need to connect everything and just see how it's looking. And I like to connect these types of situations with jump rings just because I feel like it makes everything hang a little easier. It gives it some fluid movement and doesn't keep, like it doesn't bind up, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to connect everything together. Since I like this pattern so far, the way I've got it laid out, I'm going to connect it all together with some jump rings. And we'll see how it looks. So I went to meet yesterday with my accountant, and because I'm trying to figure out, like, I've got to get a North Carolina business license. I have a West Virginia business license, but I have to get a North Carolina business license, and, you know, trying to get just everything squared away. Because my website, you know, I've started selling some stuff on there and I hadn't really done that before. So I just want to be all legal and everything. So anyway, I met with her, and she is right now meeting people in her house because of the whole COVID thing, I guess. But anyway, she had this crate, or kennel, I guess you'd call it, in her living room, and I could hear these puppies like the whole time we were there, and I'm like, oh, I want to see those puppies so bad. So as I was getting ready to leave, I said, Jennifer, I said, what are these puppies that I'm hearing? And she said, oh yeah, she said, we breed Chiweenies. And I was like, what is a Chiweenie? And they are Chihuahua Dachshund mixes. And oh my goodness, if Chris had been with me, we would have brought one home. I guarantee it. They are so cute. They are tiny little, and they have the floppy ears like a dachshund, and oh, they were precious. I mean, I'm telling you what, I wanted one so bad, but I didn't buy one. But she said they've got about a week to go, and then, you know, they'll go up on Craigslist for sale. But Oh man, they were so, so cute, you guys. Chiweenies. I'd never heard of a Chiweenie before, but if we're ever in the market for another dog, I think I'm going to look up a Chiweenie. I'm going to look up Jennifer because she says that they breed them randomly, you know, like not all the time because they don't want to wear out the mother, but every now and then they'll have a litter, and they were so daggone cute. Oh my gosh. We used to have a Dachshund Beagle mix, and he was probably one of the favorite dogs I've ever had. His name was Reese, and he could literally, he had the legs of a beagle, so he had these big long legs, and he could put his front legs and back legs side by side and literally turn his whole body in a U shape. That's how, because he had the wiener dog in him, and he was so cute. He was such a cute dog, and he was a good dog too. I loved him. But anyway, Chiweenies, and let me tell you what, Chiweenies are some of the cutest things ever. They were adorable. It's a good thing Chris wasn't there, because we don't need another pet, really. Sadie is all that well, we've got Sebastian too. He's the cat, but like, you know, we like to travel some and go places, and then of course, if we're both traveling back home to visit West Virginia, we either have to bring Sadie, which is difficult because the people we stay with have a dog, and he's an older dog, and he's not real, they don't want us to bring her because, you know, it just would be a little bit hard on him. So we either have to have Chris's parents watch her, which, you know, they are very willing to do it, but they're older, and, you know, I think it's just kind of hard on them sometimes, even though they don't want to admit it because they love her. But it's hard to be free to travel, and I would never, ever, ever leave her in a boarding place. I just wouldn't do it. She was abused before, and I don't trust people, and I just would never leave her with a boarder. Just would not do it. So she either comes with us, and we stay in a hotel, or she stays with Chris's parents. So we don't really need another dog because we don't need to be tied down any more than we are. But man, that little Chiweenie, I gotta say, if I was in the market for a dog, that would be one I would definitely want. They were so cute. Okay, so let's look here. So here's what we've got going on. We've got our links hooked all the way up to here. Now this and this are pretty much even, which is what I need it to be. So I need to have a way to attach this, and I could do it with just jump rings if I wanted to, but I wonder if I have a connector in here somewhere that would look good. So let me just check it out and see what I have, because it's fun sometimes to add a connector or a reducer of some sort. And I'm just kind of looking. So you guys look at the pretty flower while I see what I have in the way of chandeliers or connectors. Now I do have this one that I bought from Moonstone Beads, but I don't know that I've got anything that's really going to look good. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try one more here. I've got them all. I don't have things separated out like I need to. I really need to go through, and I've organized the bead room. Like, everything has a place, but inside the places are not necessarily as organized as they need to be. I really need to go through and just make sure that everything is separated out, each little container, each little box, and that might be kind of cute. This one. I don't know. It is kind of cute. I have a smaller one here. I have a rhinestone one. That doesn't totally match, though. I don't really care for that. Okay, I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me. unfortunately. I was kind of hoping something would. But no, nothing's really jumping out at me, so I think I'm just going to connect it with a jump ring. So the way to do this, or the way I like to do this, is just, I like to lay this out just like it is. I've got these all hooked together. That one doesn't look like it's closed up very good, though. Let me fix that jump ring. So I've got this all hooked together, so I just like to lay it out like this, like I would be wearing it, and lay this like I want it to go. So if I want this to hook right here on this jump ring, obviously I'm going to want the end of it right here. So then I need to pull this one up. And do I want this to hang that low? Probably not. So let's pull this up a little bit more. But see, this has to stay even right here with this end. Do I want it to hang about right there? I do. Okay. So let me take a jump ring and hook it. Now, is it going to hang the right way? I think it is if I put a jump ring on here. Let's look and see. I'm going to scoot it up. Hold on, guys. Let me scoot the whole thing up. There we go. Okay. Let me go a little smaller with my jump ring. Okay, here's a good one. So this accountant, she had a Chowini, or the Chowinis, and then she had a terrarium-like thing there, and I said, what's in that? And I said, I went, it's not a tarantula, is it? And she's like, oh no. And it was a, what'd she call it? Was it a gecko? I think it was a gecko, but it was really cute too. I'm not afraid of lizards, but she told me that it had been in a home where the people didn't really know how to care for it, and so it had been, like, they were nice people, they weren't trying to mistreat it, but it just wasn't in the optimal living conditions, so the people asked them if they wanted it, and she said yes, or her husband said yes, and she was like, I didn't know about having a lizard at first, but she said she really liked it, and she took it out of the cage and let me touch it and stuff, and it was really friendly. So I love chameleons. I think they're the coolest things, like the way they, their feet are, and the way they are very slow. They just kind of wander really slowly along the branch, and their eyes are really cool, how they roll around and stuff. I think chameleons are cool, but I don't think I would have the patience or the knowledge, really, to take care of a lizard properly. Like, I think they are kind of sensitive and require a lot of you have to know what you're doing. And I'm not sure I would know. So I don't know that I will ever have a lizard, but hers was really cute and seemed very friendly. Okay, so let's stretch this out. Now this side. And if this ends up crooked, you can always move the flower, but I'm just trying to get it straight as I can on the edges. Let me find another jump ring that's pretty close to the one I've got there. And hook it on. But yeah, I was like, please tell me that's not a tarantula in that cage, because if it was, I would have had a little freak out moment probably. But it was not. Okay, so let's hook this one to here. Now, this is kind of, you have to really try to get this exactly right. And I mean, it's not like you can't go back and fix it if you do it, if you get it too short or too long, but I do want it to hang correctly. So I think I probably should just count the links, but I'm not patient enough to do that right now. So let's try this. Let's just see how this looks. All right. Now, what you want to do is you want to pick it up and just hold it up and see. And believe it or not, it looks very even. So what I'm going to do now, and I can always go back and fix it if I need to, but I'm going to, oh my goodness, these cutters are magnetic and everything's sticking to them. Everything's sticking to them. Okay. The link where I'm going to cut the link right above where the jump ring is attached. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take this and I want to attach chain to my two jump rings that are holding all this together. Okay, so let me grab, and I could even do another link if I wanted to here, if I wanted to go up further And I may do something else because it is going to need, but I may do a little chain and then do another link. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me scoot this down so it's kind of off the, and we can see the edges. And I'm going to take this chain, and I think I want to do about, let's see, I just want to do a small amount more, and then I'm going to do another link. But I'm just trying to, you know, make it to where they're not all just a bunch of links in a row. I do want there to be some chain in the middle of them. So I'm going to pick a desired length that I like. There's nothing scientific about it. I like this length. And then I'm going to take my head pin, and this is the easiest way to measure chain when you're trying to cut even lengths. Just like that. Now see how easy that was? And I didn't have to sit and count anything. That's easy right there. Okay? So I'm going to attach that to the jump rings that are already there with another jump ring. And like I said, I just like to use a lot of jump rings when I'm doing this because I feel like it makes everything hang better. So all of my tools appear to be magnetized today, and everything's sticking to them. There's jump rings everywhere here. They're stuck to all these pliers. Okay, so I'm going to take this jump ring. I'm going to catch the jump ring that my chain and my other links and everything are on. You know what, I wonder if I ought to just catch the chain. No, I better not. I'm going to catch the jump ring. And then I'm going to put this piece of chain on there as well. Okay, just like that, and close it up. Make sure it's closed up real good. Okay. Now, that was flipped. That's why that looked weird. Okay. Then I'm going to take the other side and do the same thing. Catch the jump ring and attach the chain to that, just like this. Okay, now, this is what I've got going on here, and I would like to make another link to put right here. And this is a long necklace, okay? This is going to be really long. So I'm going to make another link. So to do that, I'm going to get another couple of eye pins. There's one. And let me find another one. Everything over here's in a pile now. I was all like organized earlier, but it doesn't last long when I bead. I mean, my organization, everything's everywhere after a few minutes, so it does not stay organized. Okay, here's another one. All right, so let's see here. I want to use these. I do know that because I haven't used them yet at all. And I want to use a couple fire polish, so let me see what I can do here with this. So let's take this little guy and put him down over the end of that, and let's put this fire polish bead on. Oh, please fit on here without a big hassle. Okay, there we go. So there's that. You know, the gold spacer beads, did I use them? I did use them some over here. Not a whole lot, but they might add just a little bit of... I may do that. That's not a whole lot of gold in there, because I know this is antique gold too, but it might just add a little tiny touch of sparkle there. Okay. And I think I'm going to use this metallic one. How's that look for a link? That's cute, isn't it? Just like that? I think it is. Alright. Wait a minute. I'm going to do something different. Sorry, guys. I know I'm probably driving you crazy, but this is how I work. Okay. I'm going to I added a fire polish bead on the very bottom. Just to make this even. It'll make sense here in a second. Get on there. Okay. There. See that? It just evened it out. I like it much better, and I've still got room to make my loop. If I do it tiny. Okay. There we go. Cute, cute. All right, let me do the other one real quick. So let's do this. The bead cap facing down. This one. Gold spacer. Bead cap facing up. Big fire polish. Bead cap facing down. Gold spacer. Opaque fire polish bead. If I can find one that'll work. Come on now. Your brothers and sisters have cooperated. There we go. And one more of these metallics. I think this is going to turn out really pretty. I don't know if I want to sell this one. It's pretty. Okay. And make a loop. Alright, roll this loop back. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Couple small jump rings. So somebody texted me or messaged me yesterday and asked how we were doing. They said that the COVID-19 cases in North Carolina were going back up, which doesn't surprise me one bit because nobody's doing any form of social distancing here. Of course, they haven't for a long time. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, nobody's taking it seriously. And it kind of amazes me how, like, self-centered people can be. Like, one of the things that I heard this guy make this comment, and he was like, yeah, he said they need to open things back up because I used to be able to go in McDonald's, get a sweet tea, sit there and drink it, and then get a refill. And now I have to go through the drive-thru and buy 2 sweet teas. And I'm thinking, you're an idiot. I mean, you know, if that's the most important thing in your life, it just, yeah. I was totally amazed when I heard that and thinking, yeah, I'm glad I don't know him personally because I'd be giving him a piece of my mind if I did. But couldn't believe that. So they've, you know, pretty much opened the state back up because of selfish people like that complaining. And yeah, somebody said that the cases have like skyrocketed. I didn't know that. I hadn't heard that yet, but I'm not a bit surprised. So, okay, now we need to add chain for the length to get, you know, the length of this, and then I think we're done. And it's really pretty. So here's what we've got. We've got our little connectors. I've got a piece of chain left here, and I'm just going to measure out about the length that I think that I need. I just held it up to me to see where it would hang. And it's supposed to be a long necklace. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. So I'm just going to cut a couple pieces of chain that are, you know, maybe 8 inches long here to finish it off. And then I'll put an extender on it as well. So if people want to make it even longer, they can. So here we go. Let's take this. But yeah, Americans are self-centered and spoiled. And when I hear people say things like that, it just blows my mind. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they would ever survive if they had any kind of, you know, hardship in their life. You can tell, obviously, that person has never had to have any kind of hardship in their life, if that's their biggest concern. I don't know. Just amazing to me. And then they showed this lady, or Logan was telling me about this on TV. He said he saw it on TV that there was a hospital worker who was standing in the middle of the road trying to block, because there were a bunch of protesters, not protesters from the George Young thing, but protesters because they were protesting that they'd shut down the state or whatever. And they were trying to block the street to the hospital. And so this guy, this hospital worker, is standing there trying to keep the road open so an ambulance can get through. And this woman, they go by in this Jeep and they're trying to block the road. And she screams out the window, "If I can't go to work, you shouldn't be able to either," to the hospital worker. And I thought, you know what? What an idiot. Get a job in the hospital if you want to be working right now. I mean, hello. Get a job in a hospital, then you'll have a job. You know, just, people are, it just blows my mind. I don't know. I'm so amazed. But I thought, how stupid can you be? The poor, oh, you know, put yourself in a hospital person's shoes, a worker's shoes, and go in every day and have to deal with this and be afraid you're going to be exposed. And, you know, put yourself in that guy's shoes for a while instead of acting like that you're equal to him in whatever you do. Apparently you're not essential, or you would be working. You know, so go get an essential job if you still want to be working. Oh, people just amaze me. I don't know. So I couldn't believe that, though. I was like, wow, what an idiot. So, but yeah, apparently North Carolina's cases have risen, and I don't know. Chris and I don't really, I mean, we haven't really gone out and about a whole lot. We've been to Walmart a little bit, just in the last, well, we went today because we needed groceries, but Walmart is on very limited hours here because of the rioting. They went in and like demolished Walmart for some unknown reason. I don't get that either, but they went in and demolished Walmart, so Walmart's closing down at like 5 o'clock every night. So we went out today, but we haven't really, you know, been out and about. I go to work, but she's not really opened the store back up, so we're not really, you know, in contact with anybody except for the 4 of us that work there. So I don't know. People are just, no, we have been going to church. We did go to church last week, and I was looking for a lobster clasp. That's what I'm looking for. What is taking me forever. But yeah, we did go to church last week. You know, but that's the most we've really been around anybody. But yeah, the people just, I'm like, really? You want to yell at the hospital worker because he's working and you're not? Okay, go get a job in the hospital. You know, work in the ER. Expose yourself to all of the COVID-19 cases if you're so upset about being out of work. Yeah, crazy. Okay, we're going to make an extender here. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, so I'm taking my big jump ring. This is the one that my extender is going to hook to, and that my lobster will be able to hook onto. I had to find a lobster. I had one here, but I don't know where it went. It's in this pile, this big old mess here. Okay, so let's put this jump ring on our regular chain. Watch it not fit now. Come on, don't do this to me. You look big enough to fit through there. That chain looks big enough for you to fit through there. Go on. He doesn't want to. No, he absolutely does not want to go on there. Huh, I liked you too. I liked your size, but alright. If you're going to be difficult, we'll just find somebody else. Okay, let me find another one. Here's one. This one's thinner, which doesn't make me real happy, but... oh wait, here's a good one. This one's smaller but thicker. Okay, it'll go through there. There we go. Put the extender on. I don't know why, but I like my extender chain to be different than the rest of my chain. Are you guys like that too? Like, see how this, I don't want it to look like this chain. I want it to be different. I don't know why that is, but I always do that with the extender. I always make it look different than the regular chain. Okay, let's put a little dangle on here. Let's see what we want to do. Let's do a little flower dangle since we don't have a flower anywhere else on this necklace. I mean, we don't have these little flowers anywhere else on it. So let's get one of these difficult little fire polish to go on there. Oh, there we go. And then we'll put him on. Then we'll do a little bead cap and a bead cap facing up. And I've got fuzz glued to my finger now. And we'll do this little pretty bead. Look at that. Isn't that a cute little dangle? Put on there. And we'll make a loop. But anyway, so I don't know what they'll end up doing. I don't know if they'll keep North Carolina open. I honestly think if they try to close things back down and put people back in quarantine, I think people will just lose their minds and like riot or something. People seem to think that's the solution to everything, is just to go crazy, lose their minds, and tear everything up. So that's probably what would happen. So I don't know, but it's just insane, this world we live in right now. It really is. All right. So there's that. There's our dangle, our extender. Now we need to put, let me fix that. That looks like it's, okay. Now we need to put our lobster on. And I do like to find a fairly thick jump ring to hook my lobster on with. Here's one. Because I just like to feel like it's secure. Again, I have security issues, as you can tell. Alright, put this guy on here. And put this on here. And that's it, guys. We have made a beautiful, turned into a multi-strand boho necklace, which I wasn't counting on, but here it is. Let me see if I can lay it out here so you can see it. And I may have to shorten this chain on this one. I will put it on and see how it looks. But there it is. It's beautiful. So I'll put it on a form and take a picture of it so you can see it in the thumbnail, because I know this is difficult here. But there's the necklace. Here's the bracelet. And here are the earrings. And I think this is an absolutely gorgeous set. It's been 2 videos long to make it, and I know this one's been really long too, and I'm sorry, but there's just no way to create things any faster. I'm kind of slow about it, I guess. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I won't prolong it anymore. Some of these items are on my website, like lucite flowers are up there, fire polish is up there, some of the bead caps are, yeah, just some stuff. These little flowers right here are. So if you're interested, you can check it out. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!